The mayor's summer curfew has been in place now for 3 weeks, and we're getting a closer look at exactly how it's going.
Yeah, Fox 45's Jeff Abel joins us live with details. Jeff.
Well, City Hall is telling us tonight that in the past 3 weeks, 150 teenagers have been engaged by city workers who are believed to have been violating curfew. But exactly what happens next is still unclear because it is up to the teenagers whether they want to go home or not. You don't have to look far to find any number of teens violating curfew. In Fells Point last weekend, a 16-year-old was shot at 2:30 in the morning. It happened 2 weeks after the mayor promised a season of safety.
We'll double down on our efforts to keep Baltimore's young people safe.
Part of that effort includes the late-night opening of a Youth Connection Center, a recreation center in Cherry Hill, where teens are provided transportation if they choose not to go home. But at the end of the first 3 weeks of enforcement, sources tell us no violators have chosen to travel to the center. In fact, last weekend, sources tell us the center closed at midnight, 1 hour after the city's curfew went into effect.
It's not just about actual curfew violations. It's about the number of engagements with those young people.
Yeah, that doesn't work. They don't listen. The kids out here nowadays, they doing what they want to do.
And research seems to prove that. In a study released 6 years ago, researchers in Philadelphia concluded that juvenile curfews are not effective in reducing crime and victimization. In fact, when Philadelphia began enforcing a 10 p.m. curfew 2 years ago, many crimes increased when the curfew went into effect, compared to a year earlier when there was no curfew. In 1 month, robberies with a gun had soared 72%. Auto thefts had increased 29%.
The belief that it's just going to solve the problem by itself isn't upheld by research.
David Myers chairs the Criminal Justice Department at the University of New Haven and says the work of teenage criminals is often complete before the sun goes down.
Most juvenile crime occurs during the day, typically during the after-school hours, and by the time the curfew is in place or enforced, be it 10 p.m., 11 p.m. or later, there's just not that much juvenile crime going on.
Last week, the city of Baltimore revised its enforcement policy, barring officers from arresting curfew violators and barring them from transporting violators elsewhere, unless the violator chooses to go. Well, the city tells us tonight there are some 25 to 30 city workers working this curfew detail on the weekends. It's still unclear, though, which areas of the city they are focusing on. We're live tonight. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.